Welcome. Dr. Chooks explains academic research writings, entrepreneurship and innovations, cooperative business enterprises, creativity and marketing, and topical academic subjects. Listen as Dr. Chooks explains today's concepts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I will be talking about women entrepreneurship today. Women are unique in their specific ways of handling matters. Today, we'll be talking of entrepreneurs that are female and the things that affect them. One of the key areas we'll be talking about today are factors that motivate women entrepreneurs, the characteristics of women entrepreneurs, types of women entrepreneurs, and the framework for strengthening women entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Okay, like I said, we'll be talking about women entrepreneurship today, and some of the key areas we'll be discussing is who are women entrepreneurs, factors that motivate women entrepreneurs, characteristics of women entrepreneurs, types of women entrepreneurs, framework for strengthening women entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Let's go straight into it. Okay, now who is an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? We've talked about the concept of an entrepreneur before. We said an entrepreneur is a person, entrepreneurship is a process. An entrepreneur is a person who either creates new methods of production, new products, new markets, new sources of supply, and new forms of organizations. It can also be a person that is ready and willing to take risk, or a person who is willing to exploit market opportunities, eliminate disequilibrium between aggregate demands and supply, or one who owns and operates a business in its very simplest form. Now, the concept of entrepreneurship, like we said, is a process of owning and managing a new venture or improving an existing product or products or services that create value, assuming the accompanying risk and receiving the resulting reward and independence. Now, entrepreneurship is a process where an individual or a group of individuals risk time and resources in pursuit of opportunities to create value through innovation, regardless of the resources they control. So these are different explanations for entrepreneur and the concept of entrepreneurship. Now, women entrepreneurs are simply women that participate in total entrepreneurial activities, take the risk involved in combining resources together in a unique way so as to take advantage of the opportunities identified in the immediate environment through the production of goods and services. So that's how to describe women entrepreneurs. Now, causes of increase of women entrepreneurs. One of the unique cause of increase of women entrepreneurs at this time is one, increased birth rate. Of course, when you keep giving birth to more people, women, of course, will be part of those that are being given birth to, and that will increase the number of possible potential women entrepreneurs. Number two is improved standard of living. Now, improved standard of living tend to um, bring about enlightenment. When the standard of living increases, standard of living, of course, simply means that more people are able to afford the uh, basic requirements for life, like shelter, education, healthcare, and so on. So, if more people can be educated, therefore more women are enlightened, and they are part of those people that have been educated. Therefore, they are enlightened and will be part of the population. They will be part of the population that from which women entrepreneurs will come out from. So improved standard of living can bring about increase in the number of women entrepreneurs in existence. Number two, dwindling government revenue from oil. Of course, some of us are aware that Nigerian economy is a mono economy largely dependent on oil. It's being diversified now to other non-oil sector um, income generating sectors. Now, when the government revenue reduces, sometimes or most times, it brings hardship on an economy where economy that is mono sectoral, that depends on only oil, and people tend to go into entrepreneurship to survive. And if more people go into entrepreneurship, women definitely are part of the population, and that will increase the number of women entrepreneurs there are. Change in lifestyle. More women are becoming breadwinners. More women are becoming more responsible these days. More women are becoming more enlightened and educated. And that has brought about an increase in the number of women entrepreneurs. We also have population explosion. I've explained something similar to that. We also have inheritance of parents and family enterprise. In some instances, some family businesses have been handed over to women, and that has increased the number of women entrepreneurs that there are. Now, we also have emphasis on women education and empowerment. We know there is this drive in the past few decades of for women to be educated, for women to be enlightened, for women to be empowered. Such drive have started yielding results, and such outcome of such drive is an increase in women entrepreneurs. Then we have civil rights law campaign against discrimination and marginalization of women. And of course, once these civil rights campaigns keep increasing, they're just like um, campaigns on women empowerment, women education as well. Once they are effective, they will keep bringing about an increase in the number of women entrepreneurs. Okay, let's talk about some notable women entrepreneurs in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Number one on our list is Folarunsho Alakija. She's the director of Farmful Oil. She's an oil explorer, an oil exploring company. As well, she owns an oil exploring company called Farmful Oil. She's a woman entrepreneur. The next is Kiran Mazumdar. She's an Indian first entrepreneur. He founded the Biocon company, a company that started as a small industrial enzyme company. Then we also have Ndidi Nwulili. She's a Nigerian entrepreneur. She founded Leap Africa, and the Leap Africa is a platform to provide leadership, ethics, and management coaching for youths, social entrepreneurs, and the general public. You also have Oprah Winfrey. Most of us are aware of this African American entrepreneur. She's a very wealthy entrepreneur and a TV celebrity. Okay, now what are the factors that motivate women entrepreneurs? The first is financial discrimination. So, financial discrimination can motivate women entrepreneurs so as to have financial enhancement and independence. So, because some women are not given enough money or opportunities to make money, have some hindrances in getting some finances, it can motivate women to get into entrepreneurship in order um, to have more access to finances. Number two is motivation for immediate independence. Because women seek independence in some instances, they tend to be motivated to become women entrepreneurs to achieve this. Now, there's also the push to alleviate poverty. When women are involved or entrapped in the circle of poverty, this can force or motivate them to become entrepreneurs to break out of that entrapment. Number four is for actualization purpose, especially for the educated women. Women become entrepreneurs because they want to self-actualize. They've achieved a lot and they want to self-actualize, give themselves a sense of belonging. And the fifth is gender roles. Gender roles are changing over time due to education and socialization. When we say gender roles are changing, before, of course, we know in some years back, men were meant to be the breadwinners and women were just meant to be sit at home wives. These days, we have come to realize that women as well as men can be breadwinners, and that is changing gender roles. And this is as a result of education, enlightenment, and socialization that has increased over the years. Now, what are the characteristics of women entrepreneurs? One is women entrepreneurs have vision. Number two is creativity. Number three, honesty. Number four, discipline. Number five, intelligence. Number six, energy and resourcefulness. Number seven, self confidence. And number eight, drive driven. Now, let's highlight the types of female entrepreneurs. We have the conventional entrepreneurs, we have the innovative entrepreneurs, we have the domestic entrepreneurs, we have the radical entrepreneurs. These are huge concepts. Let's explain them a bit so we can get some typical explanation of what they are. The first is a conventional entrepreneur. What does that mean? These are females that take to entrepreneurship based on their zeal and commitment to the entrepreneurial ideas and conventional gender roles. So they just acknowledge, try to envisage the conventional gender roles, and because of that role you know of, women take to entrepreneurship. We describe such as conventional entrepreneurs. Then we have innovative entrepreneurs. These have strong passion and inclination to the tenets of entrepreneurship, but not restricted to the conventional gender roles only. These women venture into very challenging areas and are prone to creativity. Once you see people that are prone to creativity, they are akin to venturing into a very challenging environment, just know that such a woman is an innovative entrepreneur. Then we have the domestic entrepreneurs. These organize their enterprise around family needs and attach less importance to entrepreneurial ideas. So they are just restricted to their family needs in terms of their enterprise. Number four is radical entrepreneurs. These center their ventures on political and collectivist basics, right? That's why they call them radical entrepreneurs. Now, what are the contributions of women entrepreneurs to socioeconomic and human development? The first is reproduction. Number two is agricultural production. Women contribute greatly in domestic and informal sector because they are largely involved in them. Then number four, in marketing, women are involved in marketing and they play a lot of role in it. Number five is food processing. Number six is business creation. Number seven is savings. Number eight is generation of employment opportunities. Women are highly involved in this because once women are able to establish an organization, an enterprise to facilitate their business as entrepreneurs, they tend to generate employment opportunities. Number nine is serves as agents. These women serve as agents to larger firms. So when they start an enterprise, they could be a sub dealer to a dealership, they could be an agent to a larger firm in terms of supplies or handling some of their services or functions. Now, what are the barriers to women entrepreneurial practices? The first is production technologies and skills. Some of the barriers are the technology and the skill to perform their function. Sometimes they have some technological challenge, sometimes it is the skill necessary to perform their function that is lacking, and that can be a barrier to women entrepreneurial practice. Number two is financial resource. In some cases and instances, women are not allowed to own landed properties in some areas. And you know, of course, that some financial facilities are based on the availability of the collateral, that is the security with which you can take such loans. And landed properties are collaterals, are viable collaterals that can be used in assessing loans. If women can't own such landed properties, meaning that they are limited in such areas where landed properties are used as collaterals for financial facilities. So financial resources, inability to reach or access financial resources can be a barrier to women entrepreneurial practices. Number three is marketing and product development. Women have challenges in this aspect as well. Then we have management also. In the management of their enterprise, women can have some barriers in terms of management. And then we have social cultural factors that affect women in their entrepreneurial practices. We have domestic violence. A woman that is constantly being abused in her home tend not to function very well in her enterprise. Number seven is limited leadership roles. So women lack certain leadership abilities, and that can inhibit or be a barrier to them in their entrepreneurial practices. Number eight is lack of initiative. Some people may just lack initiative, and it can be a barrier. Number nine is self-efficacy. Are they self-efficacious? Are they doing things the right way? And if they are not, that can be a barrier to their entrepreneurial practices. Now, what are the frameworks for strengthening women entrepreneurship in Nigeria? The first is literacy programs for women. Of course, any person that is being trained these days, once you train someone, they say train a woman, you train a nation. So once we establish or literacy programs to train the women on entrepreneurship is set up, that is a viable framework for strengthening women entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Number two framework for strengthening women entrepreneurship in Nigeria is enhancing the institutional support. There are several institutions that can support women entrepreneurs from primary, secondary, tertiary, and other ministries and agencies can enhance, can strengthen women entrepreneurship by providing support. Number three is building up support infrastructure. Women entrepreneurship requires support infrastructure in various ways. Once we can build them up, build the support, build up support infrastructures, women entrepreneurship in Nigeria will be strengthened. Number four is improving physical access to information and communication technology. Information and communication technology is a viable framework that can strengthen women entrepreneurship. Also, you can strengthen women entrepreneurship through identifying opportunities, and it's only opportunities that are identified that can be taken advantage of. And then we have training and counseling. We have identifying candidates for entrepreneurship, fostering an entrepreneurial culture, health and family issues being resolved. These can form viable frameworks that strengthens women entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Okay, that's about it for today. Thank you very much for listening.
Hey, have you seen my other videos? Do well to check it out. Thank you.